All right, guys. Hi, everybody. Andrew back into the office. It's good to be back in the office. I just want to thank all the members and all the moderators and leadership at Verbal Traders who really, in the last 7 weeks, really, supported the community. Thank you for covering. My buddy Paris, Thor, Peter, John, Mike, you name it, everybody, Carlos, everybody. Really, thank you so much, Brian, as well. And so I'm back into the office first day, and it was a really, really amazing day. Like, one big mistake that I did, I had a really good trade on Nvidia. I made $4,000-5,000, but I gave it all back. And we go through the recap today. So it's very important to really have that profit target and stop trading. But it takes a little bit of a time for me to get back into my mentality of good trading and sticking back to the rules. And I knew I'm going to be a little bit of away from my rules. Overall, the market situation is the craziness of Nvidia going up and down, obviously with AI, and it's just very, very hot, especially last week. Today, market was gapping down a little bit, and we're looking at potentially to see what the market is doing. Nvidia opened very strong, even though it was gapping down about 2%. Very, very, very bullish candlestick in the 1 minute chart. So I tried to take a 1 minute opening range break up on that. And it did came back to the VWAP, but never lost the VWAP. So I added more, and then as you see, this some sort of an ABCD pattern, came back up a couple of ABCD pattern, eventually to 400. So that was turned out to be a very, very good trade on this. It's because with this ads, it was a fairly a strong position. It went up to 400, and I scaled out slowly on that, and all the way actually went to green. So all the way up to the green. So that was a very, very profitable trade on that. I think I took 4,000 shares, and I got $3. So that was almost $10,000 profit or something like that. And then I got to stop that at the break even. And then it ripped higher, went to red to green, and I went long again at 400. And I said, okay, we're gonna go up. It did pop up to 403, and I was hoping that we can continue doing that. It came down. I added more here at 400, below 400. And I was hoping that bounce back from here. It never bounced back, and it got stopped out at 398 below the VWAP. And that was the reason. That was the moment that actually I gave all the profit back here. So that was a good trade. I should have really stopped trading it. That was a really nice $7,000 profit or something like that. And then I lost all of this back by over trading it essentially, and that was a really bad risk to reward trade anyway, so really shouldn't have gone long on that. So as you see, I ended up Nvidia eventually with a $4,000 loss. Unfortunately, I gave everything back, but I was lucky to trade AMD very nicely. And by the way, looking at it and see, it just sold off and got destroyed. AMD, Nvidia, like as you see, from 400 all the way up to 390. So that just got destroyed. AMD was the same situation, a little more choppier at the open. So I went long also with Nvidia with AMD to get the pop. It couldn't, got stopped out. I went long again, sold some, so I got one profit on that, and then I shorted that below the VWAP and essentially wanted to get a 5 minute open range breakdown on it. So this is very, very choppy for the external. So essentially I wanted to get this drop on it, so I went short here. And let me zoom in a little bit on the 1 minute chart to show you exactly what happened. Was that I shorted here, but it came above the VWAP, and I got to stop that. And I'm glad I got to stop that, because you never know, this kind of things, it squeezes up, as it did, going all the way up to 124. And as soon as it came down, I went short again, added more for the break of 122, and it did actually went all the way up to above 120.80. And this came with a lot of really clear signals in level 2. As you know, I'm trading with level 2. As you see, for example, here in this screenshot, you see we had really huge bid at 121.80. That was the moment that I was short. So I went short, I added more on 121.80. It was a huge bid. This is a very bearish signal. It means that it's going to crack down. And it did crack down, because I did took the screenshot as well. That after that it did break down at 121.80, significantly lower. So that was the trade that I did, and I know my buddy Paris also did the same trade on AMD as well, so a little bit better than me. Paris did the presentation last and amazing, so he got a couple of stopped out, obviously like me in the first 10 minutes was very difficult to trade, and then he did one quick short here. and then he flipped position to the long, very, very, very beautiful, and then he flipped position to the short, amazing. So essentially traded 5 times, and 3 times very nicely profitable. Paris is a really good trader. I've learned a lot from him, and he also just gave a really nice presentation on order flow last night, so that I highly recommend people to watch. So overall, so AMD turned out to be the best trade that I did, and the long was the loss, and Nvidia short obviously was another loss, and Tesla, actually I traded Tesla short as well, again a level 2 trade. So as soon as we broke down this 198, people were mentioning that there's a huge beat here. As soon as it broke down, I shorted that, and we got this really very, very beautiful drop here and as well, and got to stop down on it. So Tesla also gave a very nice trading opportunity, and that was it for me. Brian, how was yours?
No, it was a pretty good day, but it was fairly straightforward. You already went over your trade with Nvidia. I actually used options just because I like the leverage and on higher price stocks. So I took when it started to pop up, when you took the long, I took long options. I got them for about 580, the 400s. And I just sold them all the way up to about last bid I got out was about $8. So yeah, I got a really nice percentage gain on the Nvidia options. So, and then I played around with some other things, tried to play a PDC bounce of Microsoft, and all were kind of marginal winners. So yeah, all you need is one really good trade of the day, and a few trades that I really missed out on, but that I should have taken, like Microsoft short. I know some of our traders in the room took it at 335. That was a really nice rejection from yesterday's high. So anyway, yeah, it was a decent day.
Yeah, that's amazing. So I'm going to talk about, guys, the New York Summit that we're going to have end of July 30th and 31st. So we're going to have Crede. She's coming from Europe to give the presentation for us about high performance training environment. And then we have in the first day we have 3 strategy presentation. What Mike Paris is going to talk about the tape reading, and I'm going to talk about the momentum trading, and then we have the mentorship session. And then we have also a presentation by Trade Idea for the scanner. The second day, we're going to have a small group strategy. And then we're going to have a couple of more presentations that we're going to have, plus obviously live trading in the morning together. So I think it's going to be one of the best events that we had. So if you really want to get into the momentum of learning and trading all together, I think this is something that you should definitely consider joining us, and really looking forward to see many of you in New York City. And we have a lot of traders in New York City, so hopefully you guys want to, and if there is anyone that you want, or any specific workshop or presentation or group class that you want, just let us know, and then we'll try to push it into the agenda. That's for sure. It's very flexible, and we're going to make it better. Other than that, back from Everest, I'm gonna put a slideshow for all the members just going through the whole story that what happened. So I think we're gonna be fun to show you some of the videos and pictures, and share some of the stories that I had on there. So yeah, that's awesome. Brian, anything from you?
No, that's it. Hope everyone had a good day, and good to have you back in the room.
Thank you so
glad
much.
you made it
Yeah,
back
excited.
safely. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, awesome adventure, and looking forward to seeing the slideshow. Some of the pictures you were throwing up there on social media were absolutely amazing. So looking forward to seeing more.
Thank you so much. Yeah, all the best, guys. Cheers.
Yep.